What's going on, boys? Today, we're going to take an in-depth look at the evolution of Ark survival bases, back from 2015 all the way into today, 2019. All I'm going to say, guys, before we get into it, is that you are not going to believe how much these bases have changed. Anyways, let's get into it. (2015). So you can already see on the screen, guys, look at those freaking graphics. This was Ark Survival when it first came out, and it was crazy. The graphics were so much different, the HUD was different, everything was different about the game. And pretty much when it was first released, not many people were playing the game, and not many people had a sense of how PvP really worked. So in this first video, which by the way, you can get all of the video links in the description, 2015 through 2019, there's going to be links for everything. But anyways, this base that they're looking at here is considered a good base back in 2015. So by the time we get to 2019, you guys are going to be thinking that this base just is, oh my god, it's literally like noob stuff. But back then, this was like the alpha tribe on one of the servers. They have stone freaking gates, a stone base, like 2 turrets, and everything is plants. It's just, oh my god, it's crazy. (2016), what a year. So now Ark Survival Evolved was released on all platforms except PS4, which I believe came later on. But pretty much in 2016, people started getting the hang of Ark Official PvP. They started understanding that they needed to work on defenses a little bit more, and they needed to make their base designs a little bit more, I guess, sophisticated and organized. So this was an Alpha Tribe base on one of the official servers, and pretty much what they did, they sectioned off all these little areas for their different tames. Like nowadays, that's not really that practical, seeing as there's no defenses here, except Plant Species X, which was pretty much the main defense because they were so easy to get. And everything was really compact back then. Not many people, were trying to make these huge Alpha Tribe pillars and turret towers and everything. It was really simple. You just had like a main base in the middle with all your tames around it, and then you had some outer walls. And I remember there was a really large Behemoth Gate stage where everyone was just building, circles of Behemoth Gates, and you can see that right here in 2016. Holy crap. Look at that thing, boys. It is crazy. 2017 was the year people finally started figuring out how to become an alpha on the server. They started figuring out how to use turrets, how to use plants, how to effectively spam everywhere. And that's what happened in 2017. This was a big step up for Ark Survival Evolved. And keep in mind that later that year in 2017, it was officially released, like the full game was released. It was out of the game preview. So this is the year when a lot of players started playing Ark, and everyone was getting the hang of it. Everyone was trying to fight to become the alpha, and this was one of the alpha tribes on one of the servers. They had tech, they had everything, they had a mass army of gigas, and it was only 2017, right when the game came out. So it was crazy, guys. These people were getting off to a really good start. They had mutated gigas, and I believe these guys aren't around anymore. I'm not exactly sure, just because I haven't heard of them on any of the Ark news or anything like that. But yeah, their base is freaking huge, but don't freaking think that's the only one, guys. They have a whole backside to the base, which is also just ginormous, and then they have another full base in a different part of the map. These guys are like a mega tribe, I swear. They have so many bases, but that's not all. They have another one on the obelisk. Oh my god, 2017 was the year, boys. 2017. (2018). This year was a big step up, and a lot of updates came since 2017, because in 2018, this is when they made a lot of changes to the game. They wanted to make sure that everything was balanced, including PvP. So what they did, they kind of nerfed the turrets a lot. They made it so that turrets can only be placed down 100 in a certain area. So now, as you can see, this base compared to the base in 2017, this one is a lot different. All the turrets are really spaced out. There aren't just hundreds of turrets everywhere, and that's because when there were hundreds of turrets, these alpha tribes could literally just spam lines and lines of them, just like it looked like in 2017, which wasn't that good. It was just so unbalanced. But now that we took a look at small tribes, let's look at official. So now, this is 2018 official servers, just regular servers, not small tribes, and because of that, there were a lot more tames and a lot more ability to make just so many turrets and so big of a base. So look at how many golems are there, guys. Just look, there are hundreds of golems there, and that's because this is an official server, and these guys, they have tech, they have a tech water base, they literally have a ton of the Tusos, which are the giant squids if you don't know, and those things are very powerful in the water. They have so many of them. Look at that, 30,000 freaking HP on one of those. It's crazy. And that's not even their main base, guys. When you go over to their main base, they have turret towers all spread out everywhere just so that there's no limit on the turrets. And what they did was they slowly made these turret towers inch closer and closer to their main base. In doing so, they had more turret towers, more tames, and as you can see right there, they have like a freaking tech turret tower. These guys were crazy. They have a line of freaking Brontos, which just goes on and on. Literally like a layer of Brontos around the base. It's crazy, guys. And this isn't even the main part yet. We're just looking at like all of the tames and everything spread out. But then when we go up to the main base, it just gets insane. Like, I don't know how this guy's game was not crashing, because they had a huge sign saying their tribe name. They have turrets everywhere, Brontos, freaking so many things in this base. Everything lined up perfectly. It's kind of pleasing, to be honest, to look at. But yeah, this is probably one of the biggest bases that we're going to be going over in today's video, just because this base was freaking huge back in 2018. I'm not sure if they're still around, but as you can see, they have a line of Quetzals, a line of Tappies, a line of Gigas, Rock Golems, and the amount of Gigas that they have breeded here, so many of them mutated. I don't think these guys are ever going to get wiped, I'm not going to lie. The only way that I can see these guys getting raided is maybe if they all quit from boredom, because they have so many freaking tames that they don't even want to play anymore. Like, it's crazy. Look, he went around a circle, and there's probably over like 300 gigas there. It's crazy. I would just get bored of Ark at this point, guys. But now, let's take a look at 2019. So now in 2019, Extinction has been released for a couple of months, and a lot of people had started to build up on there, and because Extinction was so good with all the new flyers that were added, including the Managarma, the Snow Owl, also the Titans that were added, it just left a lot of room for these big alphas to just become even bigger than they already are. So some people transferred on after they allowed it, some people just started building up there, and some of the people on these servers decided to go up to some of these large pillars that are so hard to get tames up, and especially with the spam there, you can only get real flyers up there, including like Desert Titans and stuff like that. Therefore, this location is literally prime if you want to make a base, and that's what these guys did. They made a huge base, definitely alpha. These guys could probably wipe out anyone if they wanted to. They have a Desert Titan, they have so many tames. Plus, they don't really have to be scared about their base getting raided, because it is so hard to get onto these pillars. If you don't know already, the only way up here is using a flyer, like I said, and when these turret towers have tech on them, it's literally impossible to get into this base. So I don't see these guys getting raided anytime soon. They have so many tames, they're just breeding stuff now, and at this point, these guys are probably going to start wiping out people. So who knows, guys? I'd watch out. These guys are recent. So the last base I went over was small tribes, and that was from 2019. But now this is from freaking official servers, not small tribes, so you can already imagine how big this base is going to be, because there are so many players in it, so many grinders trying to make their base as best as they can. And as you can see already, they have so much spam. That is hundreds, probably thousands of C4 to break through all of that spam. And let's say you do get through that spam, you're going to be greeted with even more spam. And then let's say you get through all of these turret towers, all of this spam. Well, just wait till you see the main base up here. There's a huge layer of spam just to get over there. Once you get over there, there's tech turrets everywhere, guys. It's, oh my god. Plus, they have a huge arsenal of mutated Paracers. They have Managarmas. They literally have everything here. I mean, these guys are crazy. They're insane, and they're doing really well for themselves. They have Reapers. I don't see these guys getting raided anytime soon either. All I'm going to say is that this is really recent. Both of these ones are from 2019. So if I were you, I would definitely watch out, because these guys could come over to your server and wipe you. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you made it to the end, why not leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, let's freaking go. And also make sure you guys go check out the merch, shopneroku.com, if you want to cop some. I'll be shouting out everybody very soon, whoever's purchased it so far. We've got a bunch of orders, so thank you guys for that. But anyways guys, I will see you in my next video, hopefully soon. Peace.